Well, I spoke with Bridgewater founder and now CIO mentor Ray Dalio at the Greenwich Economic Forum earlier this morning. And I asked him for his thoughts on China as well as the future of the company as he steps down from the helm after 47 years.
I want to be clear in making that from my getting to know the leaders, and I don't know Xi, but I know those around them, that they are reasonable people. And there's going to be a change in leadership that we're going to see on Sunday. And you're going to, in my opinion, you're going to bring reasonable people into that. There's a culture, there's that. And then there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of problems. So let me rattle off the uncertainties and the problems that are temporary, that could be temporary, but they could be longer lasting. The first is they have a debt crisis that, in my opinion, they've allowed to go too far into the bones of the economy. Mm-hmm. So it's affecting local governments, it's affecting financial institutions. It starts with real estate. Real estate is 25% of their economy approximately, and then the majority of savings. So it has a wealth effect, it has a negative, and it's passing through the system. So that's one. Second is that there's this question of, are they still in favor of free enterprise and the market system, and what does common prosperity mean, and so on. Quite a lot of confusion regarding that. From my operating there, they don't want to mess with that system very much. She doesn't. Because when they did some things like shutting down some of the tech companies because they want to break up the minority, these large companies, they also did minority things. Anyway, so let me go number 3, COVID. Okay, number 4 is demographics. Okay, demographics is particularly important in China because of the culture in China as well as the one-child policy. You know, for the family takes care of the family. And so the tradition is that the children take care of the adults in old age. They don't have a well-developed pension system. And so what happens is with the one-child policy, a husband and wife has 4 parents that they have to take care of. System can't deal with that. And so that's a main thing. It relates to COVID. You know, they have something like 350 million people over 65. So if they don't deal with, so we have COVID. So you have a number of these problems. You have a climate problem and a water problem in China. So China's got a lot of those problems to deal with. But the real question, and we all can have problems, the real question is, where is that beacon? Is that beacon, and we're going to learn more about that based on who's appointed to what jobs and also what statements are made, is that beacon continuing to do the things that raise productivity and inventiveness and so on? So we're going to learn more. But I think that as far as investing in China, China is the, if you take certain industries, it's main competitor, but it neither should know, in my opinion, not. You have to have a certain amount in China. I think the longer-term picture in China is still bright because I know the people and I know the culture and I think it's good, but they have major issues now.
Last subject, Ray, Bridgewater. As I say, you have a new title. I'm curious about what's different and what's the same for you and for Bridgewater. What do you expect will be the same? What will be different?
Well, different is, okay. 47 years ago, my 2-bedroom apartment with a friend, we started Bridgewater 47 years ago. And then we built up this community, meaningful work and meaningful relationships through radical truthfulness and radical transparency over that period of time. And like a parent of a 47-year-old, what do you want more than anything? I want more than anything them to be successful without me, right? That's the arc in life. So I'm 73, that's what I want. And so, and it took a while. I didn't know. It's very difficult. I would run the company, I would do the investment part, I would do the management part, and so on. And it became too much, and then the trial and error, and I have very, very high standards. And so, and now we have a fabulous team, we have a fabulous board and everything, and I'm there. So that's joyous. As far as what that means, it means pretty much that, like your kids, they have control of their lives, right? And they're solid, and it's great, and so I'm very happy about that. And then I could do pretty much whatever I want with them or without them. I want to be a mentor, right? I love the investment game, so I'll keep playing it. I'll keep doing it, coming up with my ideas and so on. And then I'll also help them be more successful by operating as the mentor. And I can do that without the burden of the, all the issues that one operates when, the responsibilities all with you. So it's a great joy.